safe to say that Creed fragrances have been the gateway drug into niche perfumery? I know for me, when I first smelled Aventus, I was like, bro, I've never in my life smelled something so handsome. I remember the first day that I smelled it. I used to live in a luxury high-rise condominium, and some dude who lived in the penthouse, who definitely looked like he was part of one of the 5 families in New York City, full robe, coming down to pick up his packages. His wifey was my chick's age, and he was definitely in his 60s, but he smelled like $1 million until one day I mustered up the courage to ask what he was wearing, and he told me. Then I looked at the price point and I was like, never in life. And to this day, Creed Aventus is still people's #1 scent profile. But of the 14 Creed fragrances, I'm gonna tell you that not all of them are worth it to buy, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on which fragrances I think, if you're a Creed fanboy or looking to step into the world of Creed, what fragrances you should look into. So let's roll my music so I can put you on to which Creed fragrances you should be sniffing today. Listen, one of my beautiful people, you know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐶_𝑢_𝑡_𝑎. These joints are wild expensive when you buy them at retail. Luckily, the majority of these fragrances are available in gray market dealers, online wholesaler, etc. So you will be able to find it under retail. And I highly recommend, if you're gonna go blind buy a full bottle, you go that route. It will save you hundreds of dollars. But sample before you buy, and it's just my opinion, take it with a grain of salt. So I might as well start with the entry level, the king of niche perfumery, Creed Aventus, and this one is the 10th anniversary edition, which isn't drastically different from the original Creed Aventus. Now, there are batch variants. What that means is some of the older Creed fragrances, I think the 2010, 2012 batches, something in that space, were like the luxury ones. I don't know if it was the ZF or I forget. People who dig really deep into the Creed space know which ones are the absolute best, and they have progressively gotten a little bit more watered down and less exciting. The scent profile itself is still ultra handsome, worn by big willy motherfuckers, like executive big boy energy, a lot of money, and it still exudes an extraordinary amount of wealth and opulence and sensuality and handsome energy. This is like the Dior Sauvage of the niche space. Mad compliment grabbing, tons of women like it. It is extraordinarily versatile and still a beautiful scent. Now, the caveat to that is that there is 5 million dupe or interpretive fragrances of this joint that you can get that are very, very close at a fraction of the price. Now, are they 1-to-1 to the original? Very close. But the reality is that at retail, this joint is still priced extraordinarily high. So if you do only want to experience niche perfumery, you want to have the Creed name stamped on it, then is Aventus worth it in 2025? I think for a lot of people, it still is. Not at full price at all. And I say is reluctantly because of the interpretive fragrances. Now, I am going to put a disclaimer. There's going to be a lot of people that do smell like this fragrance. It is very popular out there, so you're not going to be as exclusive as you want, but you are going to get the true essence of what they thought about when getting this fragrance, kind of, because it's been reformulated so goddamn much. You know what? I'm backpedaling like a motherfucker. Maybe it's not worth it. Unless you get it for like $200 and then you're like, nah, it's not too bad. Now I'm like retracing my own steps. Is Creed Aventus still worth it in 2025, Cuba? If you're outside of the perfume world, yes. If you're in the fragrance world, no. A shit answer, but it's honesty. Now the next fragrance, very challenging. Creed Viking. As you can see, this one does not have much of a dent in it. I've had a couple of samples of this fragrance, and I've gone back and forth with a love-hate relationship with Creed Viking. The reason being is that there is a bit of a Vicks Vapor Rub or Tiger Balmish kind of energy. There's a mentholic vibe about this scent profile. It is a little bit off-putting. Now, it's not a bad fragrance. It's spicy, it's bold, it performs incredibly. But sometimes performing incredibly doesn't necessarily make the fragrance good, especially if the scent itself is kind of like blah. I haven't honestly smelled this fragrance in a long time. Let's tap into it right now real quick to see if today I feel that this fragrance is worth it. I kind of have it in my mind that it's not, a full disclosure, but maybe today's a different day for Creed Viking. Not bad. Not amazing. It's really bold, fresh, yet peppery. It definitely commands a ton of attention. If that's what you're looking for, then yeah, I think it decided to take some elements of Creed's Royal Oud, make it a little bit more green and herbal. So for me, in 2025, I'm sorry. Creed Viking, not a safe blind buy at all, but hey, sample before you buy. Not me again. Now, speaking of the devil, Royal Oud, absolutely a cop. Again, not for retail, try to get it for the best price possible, but this screams English gentleman in a bottle. This screams, and I've given this description multiple times, but it pinpoints it perfectly. It's a debonair Englishman in a tweed sports blazer with suede elbow pads. This is gentleman energy at its finest. Beautiful, peppery, masculine, oudy, but no funk or stench in it. Absolutely incredible. Hell yeah. It's a high-class, suave billionaire energy like, yeah, no, my yacht is parked up in front of my mansion. Well, one of my mansions. And my side pieces are living there right now until I have time for them. It's frankincense, it's oudy, it's peppery, it's ultra bold. Absolutely commands attention when it gets to the room, but does have a little bit of a age barrier, right? I feel like nobody under the age of like 27 or 28 should be wearing this fragrance. There is no juvenile energy whatsoever in this scent profile. For me, I think in the Creed lineup, this is one of the most gentlemanly, handsome scent profiles there is, and absolutely think Royal Oud is worth it in 2025. Freaking incredible. The Central Park Dewy Walk of Green Iris Tweed. My God, is this phenomenal. Now, you may have smelt this fragrance even though you haven't smelled it. And the reason why I say that, because this is in that space of cool water. Yes, the infamous, legendary Davidoff cool water. This smells very much like that scent profile. So you can get a lot of that same energy for $20-some odd in any department drugstore. Now, this is not one-to-one to that. It's close enough, but at least this one is a little bit more earthier, greener, wetter, beautiful, so handsome, and provides an element of darkness that is absolutely captivating. It's vintage money mowing a fresh lawn. It's elegant, it's classy, it brings a smile to my face. You can find it at a discounted price. Don't buy it retail, but when I think of Green Iris Tweed, it is Creed's version of super fresh, super clean, very gentlemanly, and a person that doesn't like bathing themselves in fragrance, yet wants something that complements their energy, but isn't too standoutish, like discreet wealth. Keep a little discernment in your life, right? Most wealthy people aren't riding around in Rolls Royces. Some of them just like to chill in a Honda. Keeping that low profile, stealth wealth. The majority of them, if they're gonna wear gold, they wear white gold, so it looks like sterling silver, so they're not drawing a ton of attention. That's what Green Iris Tweed is. A handsome fragrance that won't draw a ton of attention, but will actually make you smell cleaner than what you actually are. So if you want a luxurious, fresh out of the shower smell, Green Iris Tweed in 2025, yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, talk about age barriers. Bois de Portugal by Creed. This is a newer acquisition in my collection, at least full bottle-wise. I don't remember having a full bottle back in the day, because sometimes I sell, swap, trade, or even gift some fragrances to loved ones. So this, I rebought it because I wanted to re-smell it, because I knew it was like pure gentlemanly energy. But this shit is not only mature, this is like old ass money. Like, grandpa, let me get $100 and he'll give you like $500 just because he can. This is, you are being driven in a Rolls Royce. You have never stepped foot in a driver's seat. This is Richie Rich has gone through the transitions of childhood to elderly age, still keeping his wealth intact. This is Park Avenue, Sagaponic, the richest of the rich in Singapore. That's what this fragrance smells like. There is nobody that should be wearing this fragrance under the age of 35 years old. It just doesn't. And if you're wearing this fragrance, you better have some sort of money, investment plan, stealth wealth, portfolio must be on fleek, and your chick walks around in dresses only and pearl necklaces and not the one that you gave her last night as a gift. Not like, never mind. Dark, woody, boozy gentleman club. Let's go play fucking canasta or a real pensive battle of chess. Now, do I feel that Bois de Portugal is a safe buy or a sexy buy in 2025? If you are under the age of 40, no. If you're over the age of 40, still no. I think that there's a lot of old school fragrances that have this same old school Fugeres kind of energy for a fraction of the price. So unfortunately, I'm going to say no to Bois de Portugal. Would I say that this is Creed's entrance into aquatic key? Would I say that this is Creed's way of getting into the aquatic space with Millesime Imperial, aka the gold bottle, aka I rebought this bottle just because it's gold. Stupid as shit, I know, but I'm a collector. Not like Viking, I also have kind of a weird love-hate relationship with this fragrance. It's a very polarizing scent for me, but loved by a ton of people. This is a dry, musky, metallic, fruity fragrance with a lot of oceanic energy. Also kind of on the safe side to pull up, but also can come out like a wet bag of nickels. It's salty, ambergris, marine, but very musky and metallic, which is like a dude who's sailing away after cleaning all the shit off of his boat, that you get this kind of rusted metal, aged, bronzed, polished kind of scent here, accompanied by sweet, fruity, oceanic vibes. This fragrance can get you a decent amount of compliments. It projects very well. It has a very decent amount of performance off of the skin. But for me in 2025, unfortunately, I don't feel the need to get it. Yeah, I just recently bought this maybe a month and a half ago. And I'm kind of like, nah, I'm happy I have it in the stash. And maybe it'll regrow on me. But at this moment today, smelling it on the test strip right now, I'm kind of like, I'm good off of that. So I don't need it unless you're really looking to get an all gold bottle. Just don't buy it for retail. But for me, man. Now this fragrance screams vacation, baby. Virgin Island water. Once again, I rebought this because I gave the last batch variant, which was the blue cap one, which had a little bit better performance, to my sister-in-law. So I rebought this just to get that boozy rum coconut sensuality, feeling like the Caribbean hammock, eating like a deep fried cod and poking his fucking eyes out while I ate it. I wanted to feel like I am in Turks and Caicos, only I got a shitload of money and my boat is parked off the dock. But the reality is that this fragrance is suffering with performance. Not a bad scent at all. I think it's quite amazing, actually. But the performance of this damn thing is, fuck, man, like, so faint and light. These newer batches have gotten so watered down, it's really disappointing. The old blue cap had a little bit better performance, but this one really suffers. It's a lime, milky, slightly lactonic, coconutish energy, almost like Coco Loco, cocktail drinking, icy, frothy. Beautiful. It smells like the tropics, but the reality is you're gonna have to bathe yourself in this scent, and it sucks because it's a really good scent, but they just really watered it down and like made it a little bit kind of like, why'd you do that kind of shit? So I can't confidently say that Virgin Island water, no matter how freaking good it is, because it is good, is worth it in 2025. Now you will have to dig if you become a batch whore, meaning like, oh, I want that stronger one, Cuba. It's the one with kind of like a baby blue or tealish top. Those have a slight bit of performance, but you're also going to pay a bit of a premium. So is the scent profile worth that premium? No, it isn't, but it's a really beautiful scent. So viewer discretion advised on how you're spending your money. But for me, nah, man, it's so fucking weak, I can barely smell it on the test strip. If you ever heard that song, Money, 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 that's Creed's Spice and Wood. The shit is gilded in 10-karat gold, according to the tag. Warm, woody, spicy cigar lounge at night. That's how I would describe this fragrance. Also very opulent, very rich, and this was so expensive back in the day. This used to live in that $600 and some odd fragrance, being some of the most expensive fragrance at the time that this came out. This was like for the wealthy. This was like not for regular Joe Schmo basic motherfuckers like us. This was, no, you got money to spend $700 or 6 and change on a fragrance. That's a different kind of tax bracket, fam. Like, I don't care how much of a collector you are. That's kind of stupid, no? Now, this fragrance had a little bit of hype for the ones who had the opportunity to smell this fragrance. I got it at a significant discount, and I still think it's an ultra handsome scent profile. I have no idea if not only is it available, is it discontinued, or what the price point is. But I can tell you that very confidently, very handsome scent. Not wildly overpowering. The woods, the cedar combination, this old tobacco-y, leather-bound book scent profile is ultra handsome. It screams wealth and opulence and just a status symbol walking into the room. Sometimes you want a fragrance to walk into the room before you do. This does walk into that specific type of room, that high net worth type room. This is a fragrance that you use for that situation. So I would say, is this worth it in 2025? Yes, but you need to match the wallet of this scent profile. I have a very popular phrase and it's simplistic. Act your wage. That's what we're gonna do. Not because you're a collector, not because you want to keep up with the Joneses, not because I want to have all the fragrances that Cuba has for some reason. Don't go spending stupid ass money on this shit if you're not in a hedge fund finance or making 6+ figures a year. Make it make sense. Is it worth it? Yeah, just, proceed with caution. I can imagine some of you motherfuckers went into credit card debt for this damn thing. If you are not off the coast of Greece, do not get 𝗙𝗾𝗏𝗔𝗚𝗏. I rarely wore this scent in the last couple of years. Why? Because I haven't been traveling. What am I gonna do? Wear this shit next to the Hudson River? Just don't make no damn. This screams Mediterranean vacation. I mean, one of the best scent profiles that will teleport you into that environment. This is a different level of money. It's green, figgy, earthy, beautiful coastal scent profile. You can almost smell the breeze tickling your nostrils as it flows by your face. It's daytime brunch with bottomless mimosas, literally watching the sun just peek behind the horizon at a place that requires a passport. Because truth be told, it's a very beautiful scent. It's a coastal, lovely, soft, romantic even scent profile, but it's not like jarring or mouth-watering. It's not like a, oh, daddy, come lay on. Like, it's not that. This is just like, no, I'm rich and you should know that. And my money speaks volumes, so my fragrance doesn't. So do I think Jardín de Amalfi from Creed is worth it in 2025? Yeah, fuck no. Absolutely not. If Aventus had a fresh cousin that has no hype, Creed Himalaya would be that fragrance. This is another fresh fragrance that almost smells like mountain caps, like snowy mountain caps. It's fresh, very elegant, understated. I think it's wonderful. I think that this fragrance has no hype, that on the gray market, it's probably pretty affordable in that designer-ish kind of space, which it's a very beautiful scent. It's stylish, it's nichey, it's cold mountain air meets fresh citruses. There's also a light, like granular, mineralic scent profile in this fragrance that is captivating and interesting, yet nobody's ever jumped on the hype train for this fragrance. I don't think anybody's ever said that they hated this fragrance, but when you think of Creed, you have a stigma of very high price points. But it's not a stigma, it's a fact outside of the gray market. So I can imagine that $400 some odd for this scent profile wouldn't make any fucking sense. Understood. We're not here endorsing buying retail. We're talking about gray market pricing. So for me, I think that if you can get this in that designer-ish space for like sub $200, I think it's worth a try. Nobody around you is going to be wearing it. Anybody who owns Creed collections probably won't have Himalaya because they're too busy stuck on the hypey ones. So for no hype, if you can find it at a really, really good price, I think Himalaya is delicious. But retail, absolutely not. And I understand why people would be like, nah, chill, I'm Gucci on that one. Now this one, boy, Aventus Absolute, hell yeah. It's so good. Oh my god, I love it. Not for retail, but it's so good. This is what Aventus was to me 8-9 years ago. This is the new Aventus. This is the mature Aventus. This is a bold, daring. This is Batman meets Aventus. Absolutely incredible. Still has that pineapple bergamot freshness, but with body, man. Like, you just did a few cycles of steroids and now you super fucking buff and jacked and ripped and your abs got abs on it. Your dick's vein is extra big. Like, you are just exude like out of the pores confidence dripping outside of you. That's what Aventus Absolute is. It is delicious, a compliment monster for the kid. And I have a couple of interpretive fragrances which are really freaking close, but this is like, whoa. Do I find it worth it in 2025? Absolutely. It is so fucking good. I mean, out of all the fragrances, this might be up there with the one that you should look into and save your pennies, but don't go into debt for any scented water, please, for the love of God. Just because I love it or 10 other influencers like it doesn't mean you should put yourself in fucking debt. But if you believe in Santa and you're willing to sit on an old man's lap, crazy, then Aventus Absolute in 2025 would be the one that you asked for. My God, it's so fucking good. Now, this one is one of the newer Creeds, and this brought me back into the Creed space. I was like, okay, bitch, Centaurus? That's spicy, peppery? Oof, like big red chewing gum on steroids, bro, in the best way possible. Absolutely phenomenal scent. I love this one, but it's also polarizing too. Let me explain. It's spicy, it's leathery, it's aromatic, it's sensual. I think it's delicious, bro, and I did a mistake kind of layer situation with this fragrance. I layered this with Absolute. It was confusing, but in the best way. I was just getting like aroused smelling this fragrance. Like my nose was just like, whoa, 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 what the fuck are we doing here, Coops? It had that kind of effect. I think Centaurus is absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a sample before you buy, but it brought me back into the Creed space. Like, I'm loving the creativity. Let's keep that energy going forward. And they have done it, and you'll see why. So is it worth it for me? I think so. Gray market though, gray market. And this is why I say why. Oud Zarian, 680 or 630? Crazy. Yeah, 80-year oud in here, and not what you expect. Now, here's the true transparency and honesty as I always like to give on my scents. This is by one of my favorite perfumers, so I am biased when it comes to this scent. This is easily a gorgeous masterpiece-ish style fragrance that is clearly not for everybody. Number one, price point is ass, and it's fucking unbelievably expensive. So that already just does a huge check go that way, right? Outside of that, it's oud. Although it's not a crazy funky oud, it can throw some people off. There is nothing safe about this fragrance. This isn't like a, oh, Uncle Cuba said, let me spend $700 on an oud fragrance that is gonna be amazing and get me all the butt that I want. Absolutely no, nay, neat, nine. I don't know how many other languages I could say no. Fuck no. That's American. More New York. 𝗙𝐻𝑧𝑖𝑎N is definitely my taste. Spicy, woody, super resinous, beautiful Middle Eastern royalty kind of smell. It's a musky, chocolatey, saffronic, regal scent profile, but it is a little bit on the musty wood side, which isn't going to be the clubbing scent that you're looking for. Chilly, Russian, big hope, blistering 30-degree weather kind of situation. This fragrance shines incredibly, but it's not a safe blind buy. It's definitely a sample before you buy scent profile, and you have to already like resinous, dark, rich, Middle Eastern style fragrances to appreciate how beautiful this scent is. So for me, is it worth it? For me, yes. For you, I don't think so. It's not a safe blind buy. It's definitely something that you have to test before anything else. But the reality is, this is out fucking standing for me. I love this shit, but I paid a grip. And finally, the red-headed stepchild in the Creed lineup. No hype on this fragrance at all, even less than Himalaya. And I can tell you personally, this in the summertime has been one of my best performing scent profiles. Super like completely safe and just wildly underrated 𝗙𝗏𝗏. I think 𝗙𝗏𝗏 is worth it in 2025 because I think it's gonna be cheap enough in the gray market, or if you shop it around, because nobody's checking for this joint. It's a citrusy, punchy, musky scent profile. Very loud, very beautiful, and I've worn this out clubbing and I've gotten compliments on this scent profile. It's soft, it's clean, it's safe, it's green, it's super nice. But just like the Himalaya, I don't see anybody paying Creed price for this scent profile. I think when you pay Creed price, you want a Aventus or Aventus Absolute or Royal Oud kind of vibe. You're not looking for a freshy, aquatic-y, citric-forward, musky, slightly floral scent profile. You're looking for Aventus. But I think it's a freaking shame because the damn thing is good. I think it's delicious, especially if you live in hot weather. Not something that I can experience at this fucking point, but if you live in hot weather and you're looking for also a clean, slightly white, floral, musky, citric fragrance with a lot of brightness and solid amount of performance, at least this one is. I don't know about the new variants. Then yeah, I would say 𝗙𝗏𝗏 is worth it in 2025. People sleep on this shit. I think it's still solid. Has a little bit of a wood pencil shaving element, but also provides some body to it. And that's it, folks. Those are all the Creed fragrances that I currently own, and those are the ones that I think are worth it or not. It's completely up to you. Please sample before you buy. Don't go out and just blow the bag just because I like the scents. Don't do that. It's safer to spend 15, 20 bucks on a 2 ml, 3 ml, which has 35 plus sprays, so you can get the true essence of the fragrance before you blow the bag. But Creed still has some dope fragrances. Don't get it twisted. I just don't feel the need to go buy something retail when I know it's gonna hit gray market dealers and get it at a significant discount. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. Please leave in the comments below what is your absolute favorite Creed fragrance and what kind of compliments has it gotten you. Has it sealed the deal for you, whether it be a job or with somebody, you know, a little something, something. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.